This is AI Buddy Landell, and you're about to listen to Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast. So stop working yourself into a shoot you numbnuts. This show is strictly for entertainment purposes only. Don't be a dumbass and get offended by anything on this show. And if you do get offended, that's a you problem. Before I throw it to the fellas for another banger of an episode, shout out to all the BTT patrons who keep this show going, including the largest Patreon contributors, Disrespectfully, Classy, Mark E. Blassie, Joe Ice, Good Old Justin, and the Token Smurfette and John Potts. Now, enjoy this Outlaw Mud Show podcast. Remember, if it don't snow, it don't go. And be blessed and be a blessing, pal.
Woo, Messi, this is professional wrestler Jimmy Valiant, the Boogie Woogie Man.
This is Jim Cornette, pro wrestling legend.
This is a one-man gang.
This is the artist formerly known as Daryl Van Horn, James Mitchell, the Sinister Minister, and I'm here to let you know,
don't you dare miss
the dulcet tones of Hard Body Harper on Booking the Territory.
Booking the Territory.
Booking the Territory, unprofessional wrestling podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everyone, to this week's episode of Booking the Territory, the unprofessional wrestling podcast, where tonight we are covering WCW Saturday Night on TBS from July the 30th of 1994. If you're listening to this on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button on the video, type a comment or two what you like or didn't like about the episode. It helps the channel grow. I see y'all commenting most of the time, so please keep it up. And lastly, take the hype button to Poundtown. If you're listening to this and you're not on YouTube right now, go to YouTube, go to the channel, Booking the Territory, find it. It's the most recent video. Take the hype button to Poundtown. You get 3 hypes a week. Do it. It helps. We appreciate it. Crockett said we were in the top 50 on YouTube on hypes.
It's got to be, bro, because I listen to a whole bunch of shit that has, tens of thousands or whatever views, because I look at this shit and I go on their hype. There's like 400. It's like that, and then we got like fucking 300,000.
Yeah, I don't know how he looked it up, but he was able to do it, and we were in like the top 50 hypes on channels our size, or I don't know what he looked at, but anyway, I saw what you were talking about, Harper. Like we were at like 175,000 hypes at one point on one of the videos. So anyway, helps the channel grow. Keep doing it. It makes Harper happy. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, not subscribe, and hit the like button on the video, and make sure you type a comment what you liked and didn't like and all that good stuff. And if you're a Bollea fan or not a Bollea fan or a Flair fan or whatever, just do it. It helps the channel. All right. Speaking of Harper, you already heard from him. Let me throw to Doc. Doc, how are you?
I'm doing great, sir. It's a blessing to be here. We've got for those of us in the corresponding areas, that means you and me. We got hockey tonight, playoff hockey, a pivotal game 3 on the road. The Dallas Stars versus the Minnesota Fucknuts. We stole their team. Now we're going to steal their dreams. We got the NFL draft tonight. Later on in the show, we're going to go over our mock draft, do a little BTT mock drafting, see where the Saints end up at what, 8, 9? Where y'all at? 8?
I think 8, right, Mike?
Yeah.
Right, Mike? Yes. Maybe
get you a wide receiver at that slot, give Tyler somebody to get the ball to,
So basically what you're saying with the draft coming up, or haven't already happened if you're listening when this drops, is it's the official start of your misery season.
Right.
Hell yeah. Just so you know, I'm a big fan of the Cowboys sitting with 2 first-rounders. Take somebody at 12 and get out of 20 and back out of the first round and get more picks so that you can get more athletes.
Right.
That's how I like to do things. because we don't have a second round pick, and I don't think we have a third round pick. So I think you can get more Christian athletes by trading out of the first round and then stocking up on that defense. But that's just me. You know, I'm not a Jones family member, so they don't call me an Aspie. You know what I'm saying?
You know, I'm friends with a bunch of my neighbors, or I've gotten to know them. All Cowboys fans, with the exception of there are multiple Philadelphia Eagles fans in this neighborhood, which is crazy.
Where the fuck did they come from?
They literally are from the Jersey area in Pennsylvania.
Straight from transplant fucks.
Yeah,
Straight from the sewer. Straight from the sewers.
Multiple Ian. Well, I wouldn't say multiple Ian Riccobonis. Multiple Philip Allens in my neighborhood. I mean, they got the
Ian
flag
Riccobonis.
up. You know, they got the Philly flag up.
What's that supposed to mean?
What?
I'm saying it's more like Montavious Bontel Porters than it is Ian Riccobonis.
Okay.
That's nice.
Well, all I was gonna say is but my neighbors that are Dallas fans, obviously, because they live here, there is not if you mention Cowboys to them, and I think I've said this on the show before, 22 years ago when I moved here, it was we got 5 rings. They wouldn't shut up. I've not heard anybody say that around here in years. And then the other thing is they will just outright to a man describe how much they want Jerry Jones to kick the bucket. And then I'm like, well, yeah, but then his son takes over. So what are you going to do then?
Yeah,
you're right. We need all of them to go. They do not talk about any glorious past anymore. It is all misery. I have never met a group of more miserable fans at this point than Cowboy fans.
We need to get them in a car together.
Stop.
What?
You are on an open
cancer
channel.
Isn't contagious. Cancer is not contagious. So we need something that, we need a twofer here.
Oh my God. Sure.
Harper, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, I heard about that. Go ahead.
Mike.
I'm listening.
At that Shopatula's Walmart, Brian.
The what?
You know what I saw? Shopatula's.
He said
Can we
Chapatula.
Can we get a Louisiana to the rest of the world translation on that?
No. He actually, the irony, let me say this, Harper, before you continue. The irony behind what he just said, the street is Chapatulas, but
Shopatulas.
The spelling,
The spelling,
it starts with a T. He's not lying. I got to look it up because I don't even know how to spell it anymore.
Yeah, TCHLOPITOUS,
right, you ready?
maybe.
I'm just trying to help our worldwide audience.
It is spelled. It's Chapatula Street. It is spelled TCHOUPITOULAS. Continue.
That's what I said.
Continue, and that's exact. He said it right. For anybody out there that wants to make fun of him, he said it right.
Can we just call it Oak Street and be done with it?
It's Chapatulas.
No.
Continue. What were you about to say about Chapatulas?
I was at the Shopatula's Walmart.
Okay, now he's saying Shopatulas. It's Chapatulas, Harper.
Mm-hmm.
But
Chapatula's.
Continue.
And there was a peacock in the parking lot. Fucking peacock, bruh.
Is that a native bird to that part of the world?
No,
I don't think so.
So it would be like if you saw a leopard.
Right. It would be like if you saw a fucking African elephant fucking walking down.
Okay.
About a sportatorium.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And I go inside. I'm talking to one of them dudes that works back there. It's like, bro, they had a peacock in a parking lot. He's like, yeah, man, they got them all over here. It's like, I see him in the 7th Ward. I wonder if that's the same ones. I said, bro, you tell me some damn peacocks walk from Gentilly to Shopatulas? Yeah. I'm like, no, dude. No. Like they got on the I-10.
Maybe they came down to visit their friends, those mutant ducks that we heard about a few years ago.
Oh yeah, those aren't going anywhere.
No, they're in Gentilly at Pontchartrain Park for sure.
That's crazy, huh?
Yeah.
A goddamn peacock.
Did they escape from the Audubon Zoo? I'm trying to come up with something.
That's what I'm wondering. And then he's just walking around, and I'm looking at other people, seeing if they're, and no one's reacting to it. Like
everybody's no selling the peacock.
Right. No one is no selling that there's a goddamn peacock walking in the parking lot of fucking Walmart.
Interesting.
Did
you go pet it?
No.
That is interesting. I mean, like that, and then there's no reaction to it.
Right. No one's just right. They just completely no selling this shit.
It was just one.
You don't get these.
It was just one of them. Just like, hey, what's up, bro?
My first thought would be it came from the zoo, but
I mean, they got them all out there.
But the Audubon Zoo is not really close to where you're at, where you're describing.
Yeah, I mean, it's close, but not close. It's
it ain't close enough for a peacock to just stroll his ass down.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about. That dude for the one for the 7th Ward. Like he got on the I-10 and got off the Shopatula's exit and fucking pulled in here.
All right. Okay, Doc, you said you had something before we get to the show.
Well, you do know that the peacock is a bird. Maybe it flew over.
Yeah, okay. They can technically fly, but like chickens can technically fly.
Well, I can't, so there's the difference. I don't know. Well, speaking of odd things, I have a topic for tonight.
Don't you always?
Okay, we don't have to. We can just go straight to the wrestling and be done.
Ahead.
You sure? You okay with this?
Yes.
All right. Did both of you see that our good friend Ric Flair was on the Ariel Helwani show today?
No.
Okay.
How was that?
How do you think it would be?
It went off the rails.
Yeah, you hit that bullseye. Basically, he said, and I'm going somewhere with this after this, but this will give you a flavor of what we're doing. He said that he wasn't allowed to go to WrestleMania because after Tiffany Stratton brought up Charlotte Flair's divorces in the ring, he got Ludwig Kaiser's number and called him and said he was going to kick his ass. And Ludwig Kaiser went and, as he said, bitched on him to Triple H, so he wasn't welcome at WrestleMania.
You know, for a guy who spent as many years in the wrestling business as him, he gets worked into a shoot all the time.
Okay, so this leads me, thank you, Mike. You didn't know what we were going to talk about, but this leads me directly into my next comment. So, like, Mike, everybody knows Ric Flair is my favorite wrestler of all time. And Mike, would you say, I know you like Bret Hart and other folks, but would you say he's a top 5 for you?
Ric Flair?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Harper?
Okay, what about you, Harper?
Top 5? Ric Flair?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Okay.
Top 5, top 5 talker and wrestler. I mean, he's the whole thing.
Yeah, we're Team Flair. We hate Bollea. This is how we exist. So, like, here's the thing. Mike and I are not what you would say, we're not collectibles guys in the sense, like, I'm not going to go to a signing and get anybody's autograph.
Oh.
Ric Flair, Jesus, whoever.
Speaking of that, I bought a Hulk Hogan clock over the weekend at Ollie's Outlet.
Okay, let's table that until you get past this. I need to hear more about the Hogan clock. I want to know if it says that. What doesn't work for me,
See,
brother,
the
is the
opening
alarm.
of the show. The opening of the show, we start with nothing, and it just builds on its own. That's real, true 3-man podcasting chemistry.
I do want to hear more about the Hogan clock, but continue.
We'll get there. So Mike and I are never going to just run into Ric Flair. We're curmudgeonly homebodies, and we aren't the kind of people that, I'm not going to use the M word, but we're not going to go to a signing. We're not going to run into him. But let's just say, in the unlikely event that Ric Flair was on the card made an appearance at Wildcat. How do you really want to interact with him at this point, Harper?
I mean, it'd be cool to talk to Ric Flair.
Would it?
Yeah, I think it would. I mean, you don't think so?
I don't think so.
I'm to quote Bollea, that doesn't work for me, brother. No, I don't.
15 years ago.
It's no disrespect to him. I've just seen enough of his interviews now, post-career, mid-career, whatever you want to say, in the podcast era, in the shoot interview era. I'm good with telling him hello, nice to meet you, but that's probably it. But again, he's still one of my favorite wrestlers ever. It's not a disrespectful thing.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But he's always got a grievance against some unnamed person that's holding him down. Like he always, in this interview, I watched like 7 different clips, and it's this unnamed they that's out to get him. And I'm like, dude, you are Ric fucking Flair. If you had an ounce of dignity and self-respect and decorum about yourself, people would give you the exact reception that you're mad you're not getting. I 15 years ago, I would have paid triple digits to hang out and drink kamikazes and get naked and helicopter with the robe on with him. Now I don't. I just, dude, you're 76 years old, and it's time to stop.
He's kind of like a caricature of himself now.
100%. That's a great way to put it.
And he's a parody.
Yeah, he's a parody of himself, and he's constantly complaining. And as somebody who I feel like I'm getting old, and a lot of things get on my nerves that did not used to get on my nerves. He's like, and he's 20 plus years older than all of us. It's like, wait. You kind of like see that old man just always angry at stuff. He cheated death. Yeah,
he's probably on more than one occasion.
Right.
Fair enough. Good point. He's Ric Flair. He is idolized by several different subcultures, athletes, rappers, the wrestling community.
Yeah.
And every time you see him, somebody is screwing him over. Well, either you're a dumbass who gets screwed over, or you have a problem with reality, or you're a child that acts like a child when you're 76 and people don't like it and they don't want to be around it.
So I remember watching, I think it was SmackDown that night, that Tiffany Stratton made that comment to Charlotte, something about, Kaiser sliding into her DMs or whatever the situation was. I remember that. And I remember seeing on Twitter, your friend, the mortgage guy, Conrad. Hey, Conrad. I got nothing against Conrad. I'm just having fun. He had posted not cool to whatever that comment was that night. So I don't know like why Flair's getting all worked up about that. I mean, that was nothing as scandalous as what Paige said 11 years ago or 10 years ago, whenever it was, when she referenced Reed, when she said your baby brother, like that was stiff. The comment that Tiffany made was nothing. Like it was just, it got a ooh from the fans because it kind of played into their heat they were having. Why he's getting all, that's why I say he works himself. I firmly believe he works himself into a shoot like for no reason. Like that comment, I could see him getting upset about the Reed thing. But at the end of the day, man, making jokes about or making stiff comments about somebody who lost a child, that look, while I'm like,
that's bullshit.
I'm not going to get offended by it, but I can see why that would piss him off. And I can see why that would piss Charlotte off. And I can see why they would be like, that ain't cool. But the Kaiser comment on that SmackDown from Tiffany Stratton, why are you letting that ruffle your feathers like this? Like what happened? What is there's like, it almost makes me want to say, is there something we don't know that triggered you that bad, and then so much that you told the Kaiser you're gonna kick his ass or whatever you were saying. I don't know, man. I think he gets works into a shoot now way too quickly.
Well, and he
don't know how to no-sell anything, Doc.
True, but he's also perpetually hammered, which means he's willing to get loose lips on everything too.
Correct.
Hold on, it's allergy season. I'm about to sneeze. I can't get to the mute button.
Okay, Jesus
lips,
Christ.
sink ships.
Okay,
Remember
so
that song?
I just wanted to know if Harper's like, but that's the thing. You walk over, Harper, thinking you're going to talk to 1987, 97, 2007, or maybe even 2017 Ric Flair. 2026 Ric Flair is a whole different ballgame.
Yeah, well.
But hey, you're out here buying hanging and banging clocks. So tell us more about how you have a Bollea watch.
It was
clock, not
Ollie's
watch.
Outlet for like $6.99. Yeah,
Where at?
Ollie's Outlet.
Ollie's.
What's that?
Undertaker one too. Ollie's.
Google it.
No, I don't have time for that.
Okay,
What
Harper,
is it?
tell him what Ollie's is, because he's.
It's kind of like big. It's like with Big Lot, but on steroids.
Yeah.
Okay, and you were in the toy section, right?
No, this is by the where they got I guess the like lamps and
Okay.
shit
Home
like
decor.
that.
Home decor.
Right. The home
Yeah.
decor.
For your classier individuals with a Bollea.
This clock is hilarious. It says Python Power with Hogan in the middle of it, ripping his shirt. What a God. Oh, my
Now,
God.
is
1985,
this-
Harper wants to put that on his wall and just celebrate it daily with his Huckamania shirt on.
Is this the part of the podcast where you would you like to take this opportunity, Harper, to tell everybody listening that they need to grow up and stop playing with toys?
Well, I don't know. I'll put a clock up. I don't have a whole goddamn shelf of every Hulk Hogan figure ever fucking made.
Okay, so you're not a completist when it comes
No.
to your
That was great.
I just, you know.
Okay, and what is Lady Harp? Was she excited about this too?
She didn't care.
Okay, that's better than a wife. A wife would care. Like, again, I say this all the time. If you think marriage is equal, put you up a Van Halen with David Lee Roth poster in your living room and just see what happens.
Yeah, they had a whole bunch of them. If you got kids, they had cool like Spider-Man ones and the Avengers and
Man,
stuff.
our kids are
greats.
all four of our collective children have outgrown that bullshit. You need like, what's his name? Who's the rapper that died? That was like the emo rapper, Mike.
Huh? What are you talking about?
I'm trying to think of the rapper that my kid likes.
He's an emo rapper.
Yeah,
That sounds horrible.
it does, doesn't it? And then you mix in auto tune. Juice World.
Yeah, bro. I don't know who that is.
Okay,
I don't know who that is.
Yeah, okay. My white children like auto tune rap, so made by
Juice
black
WRLD.
people. Yeah, they're not into Spider-Man and Barbie. Well, kind of Barbie for the daughter, but yeah, they're. My kid, Latrell watched Brock Lesnar because that's his favorite wrestler. WrestleMania. When he lost, he was like, "Yeah, fuck this and fuck WrestleMania," and walked out of the room.
It's nice.
6 years ago, he cried when Cena lost to that stupid pandemic Bray Wyatt. Now he's cussing out Trips. He's cussing out Levex and storming out the room.
Real classy. Real classy. Just
Real
like a
classy
fox.
over here. It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. So where are you going to hang this clock, Harper?
Probably right. I don't know. In his room somewhere.
You know he's got to have a
you're in
clock when he's sleeping. He's got to be able to see what time it is.
Yeah.
And you need to
Just
see
put it on the wall.
the first thing you need to see when you wake up is Bollea, right?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
This is awful.
I'm just saying, like,
it's something else.
Wouldn't that be nice if, like, every hour it would say, like, that doesn't work for me, brother?
I think
that to finish. That to finish this hour?
No. That the finish is that's Austin saying, but that doesn't work for me, brother. As like the alarm would be perfect,
Right?
Because nobody wants to get up when the alarm goes off usually, so that's why it would be perfect. Like that doesn't work for me, brother.
An hour later, it's time to get up and hang and bang, brother. That is awful.
Yeah,
good job. $6.99.
Yeah,
Aubrey,
something like that.
You're gonna have to post that in a Facebook group so people can see it because it's glorious. I'll give it that.
I think it looks cool.
I'm sure you do.
Python power.
And hey, it ain't my money and it ain't my wall, so you knock yourself out.
But just
They had
remember,
the Undertaker and that was the only two wrestlers I saw.
oh, they had what did Undertaker's like? What did that one say?
The chimes. It had the dong every hour.
No.
Yeah.
No, so it didn't have any.
What it looked like?
No, well, like the Hogan one's got the Python power in the middle of it. Did Undertaker say anything?
No.
Okay.
It was just like him in the middle with the hat, and then on the sides was just him in his different, the outfits.
Okay.
There was a career.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. One more
Just
thing.
remember, if you're listening to this, Harper's looking down on your toy collections, but he's about to hang a Hogan clock on the wall.
That's right, man.
Okay.
Look,
Go ahead, Harper.
he was an athlete.
I got one more thing. Go ahead. I got one more thing before we get into Saturday Night.
No, because I was about to ask Doc if he saw the Maiden finally got inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Iron Maiden got into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame along with Luther Vandross. Yeah.
Agreed.
And
so Zoncha, Harper, and you, Doc, along with Will Harkey, y'all had a crank-off session when y'all got that news, right? I think y'all are all Maiden fans.
I was probably a bigger crank-off session last year when Soundgarden got in. But yeah, I think if it depends on how you draw the parameters, but with some of the people that are in there, Iron Maiden is a deserving inductee for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
For real.
One last thing before we get into Saturday Night from this week, before you get blown up. Harper and I received a text from Dman this morning.
Uh-oh.
Bro, after I watched the Hall of Fame, am I the only one that was surprised how attractive Andre's daughter was?
Oh. How does she look?
He's trying to be funny, man. She looks like her dad.
Oh.
She looks like Andre, except short.
Come on.
I'm like, bruh, what is wrong with you? He never responded when I sent him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, he had to get, he has to do the Keebler Elf's bidding these days.
I mean, she does look like her dad.
Not any more than Brock Lesnar's daughter does.
No, I think Andre's daughter looks more like her than Brock.
Oh, you seen her?
I've seen his daughter, yes. But I think Andre's daughter looks more like Andre than Brock's daughter looks like Brock.
I want to hear her voice.
Ooh.
She was on one of the specials they've done on Andre. I've heard her speak. I mean, she doesn't sound like him.
She was born in 1979.
Thing?
That's nice.
Seriously?
That thing.
You're an asshole.
Yeah.
You know that?
Right.
Leave that woman alone. She didn't do nothing to you.
No. I'm going to say what I want to say.
I am impressed, though. You learned how to use Google.
I know how to use Google. You must have stock in Google because you won't have a simple conversation with anybody. Your all answer to everything from either me or Harper or anyone else is, why don't you just ask Google? Why don't you engage in some motherfucking small talk once in a while?
When I say because you ask questions, it's like you're sitting there and you've been pondering it for 30 minutes and then it finally escapes. You ask. And I'm like, you waited 30 minutes to ask that? You could have figured that out 30 minutes ago. And when I say, did you Google it? I really want to say, did you just look it up? It don't have to be Google. You could just search on the internet. without Google. If Google's your problem, Jesus Christ.
This is why people are tired of your crap.
Bruno would have been flipping Italian sausages if he didn't learn how to do Google.
Is that funny for you?
Well, no, the old thing that Kevin Sullivan said was, Jesus Christ, we ain't building a rocket. We're getting guys over in a fake effing business. Bruno would have been flipping Italian sausages if he was booked like Reigns. He was saying Reigns' booking was so bad back in the day. This is how long ago this was. This is when Roman was first becoming a main eventer. And he said if Bruno would have been booked like Roman Reigns, he would have been flipping Italian sausages. That was his comment. So, yeah, take that for what it's worth. Roman Reigns was.
So you're making
bad.
fun of Andre's daughter, and you're mad at the rest of us. I got it.
You're making fun of Andre's daughter.
I didn't know it. I said she was born in 1979, just like that song by the Red Hot.
You said no. You didn't say nothing about that. Her. You said that thing. Classy.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
All right. Well,
I don't understand what your problem is tonight. I do not understand. This is going to come to a head before it's over if you don't watch it.
I don't have a problem, but I will say this. No new 5-star reviews. If you want a shout out, submit a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Podcast Addict, and it will get read on air. So thank you very much.
How about this? Let's just quit doing new shows until we get some.
No, that's not going to happen. But anyway, just wanted to say that.
It could. If Harper and I say it does.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
Okay. Also, there's a clash coming up. It ain't far away. The only way you can listen to that clash is by going to tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT. More on the clash in this episode because some news is broke. On that note, time to get into Saturday Night from July 30th of 1994.
What if let's just say we don't want to?
Okay.
What if we don't want to?
It looks like this week's episode was taped July 19th of 94 at Center Stage, according to the history of WWE.com. That pisses Mike Crockett off, so that's why I always say it. The opening of the show, they show highlights of Ric Flair versus Ricky Steamboat from last week's WCW main event episode that aired that, of course, we didn't cover. And Schiavone says a major announcement will be made about the clash of the champions coming up in the next few weeks. Again, at tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT. Doc, anything from the opening before we get into the first match with Stars and Stripes versus Fred Avery and Frank E. Lancaster?
I think I'm going to be out of town for that clash.
Me too.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can come on my work trip with me. That'll be fun.
Okay.
Show up with your sleeveless suit. That would be great.
I brought a consultant with me. I hired.
God, look at that fucking beast.
What?
We could not get too far into the show.
Look at that show, boy.
Which one? The one holding the Stars and Stripes flag?
Yeah, look at that thing.
Yeah, I have a timestamp on that too.
All right, please comment on it.
Jesus Christ Almighty!
What?
That thing when the flag goes away, Harper, I need you to really concentrate here against your own better judgment because that thing is also, I don't think, wearing a bra.
Yeah, I can't tell.
Yeah, because you've stopped it. You've got to like put it in motion and let it.
See what you.
Oh God!
Oh my! Watch it in motion, Harper.
Oh boy!
There's nothing
That's
holding
real
that.
Classy.
Yeah.
Look
You
at
need
that
a suit
thing.
of armor to keep those pounds of flesh strapped down.
God.
Now,
What we need to do is go back and watch that with the audio because I have a note that says the audio is good here too.
okay. If the music's playing, so I don't know how much of this will make it on the YouTube, but here it is.
With Stars and Stripes, Marcus Bagwell and the Patriots. What do you want me to do? Get up and salute? Yeah, why not? Salute what? Guy dressed like a flag and hides his face. The other punk is like a male cheerleader from a barber college. Stars and Stripes, America loves Marcus and the Patriot. Hey, hey, hey.
Hey, sweetheart, keep that flag over your face.
Fans we have in this program.
That was tremendous, sweetheart. Keep that flag over your face. By the way, if you're listening to the video version and it's only the audio from the commentary is only coming through on one side, it's the actual WCW footage that's causing that, not us.
Whatever.
That's impressive, Bobby. Good for you. You should be proud of yourself. Keep that flag over your face.
God, look at that thing.
See that
Is that
thing?
a Johnny B. Bad shirt that she has on?
Yes.
It looks like a
dude.
custom Johnny B. Bad shirt.
It looks like
Right.
It looks like a twin bed sheet.
It's a tie-dyed, custom airbrushed Johnny B. Bad shirt. Oh my God!
Now
I could tell
that thing is hideous. Now
it wouldn't stop Jaworski from wanking to it.
how many guys in the back would it stop?
I mean, the Ric Flairs and them, who get the top shelf, no, but there's probably 80% of the boys that.
Yeah, I would say half.
I'm going 80%, bro.
There's not enough beer in Milwaukee to make me climb on that.
Yeah, she looks like something you'll see like on Ghostbusters when they're hitting them with the fucking laser guns and throwing the trap underneath it or fucking suck her in.
For real.
I'm just saying.
What did they call that gimmick that they used to throw out on the Ghostbusters when they were?
I don't remember.
We're hitting them with the ray gun and it sucked them into the thing. What was that called?
I don't remember, dude. You could say it right now. I wouldn't remember it.
She's barely in an improvement over Slimer, man.
Yeah.
All right. Some more lovely ladies in the crowd, Doc.
There's some sweethearts.
Yeah, baby. What's up?
All right. So, Stars and Stripes against Fred Avery and Frankie Lancaster. It's not a long match. We get a full Nelson slam by the Patriot, and Stars and Stripes win. That was that, Doc. What did you have from this, if anything?
Why does a Patriot need to wear a mask?
I can say a lot, but I don't. I'm just gonna keep.
I thought true Patriots don't wear a mask, or maybe they did, but we're talking about Capitals.
I'm not going there with you tonight. I'm not going there with you tonight.
I can talk about anything I want to talk about.
Because it may.
Yeah, mask.
Oh my God. He's trying to trigger somebody, and I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, like.
I bet you are just saying.
It's a topic worth discussion and debate.
I mean, to be
He's
fair,
worried about getting COVID.
Okay, to be fair, like there's been plenty of mask wrestlers who were faces who, wore masks. So,
name one.
Mr. Olympia.
Rey Mysterio.
Those aren't. Yeah, but that's Mexican. That's different.
You see? Okay. Well, you need to stop being racist. So there's that.
No, that's part of the culture.
No. You're being racist. You're being racist.
Boy, that is just like you on typical liberal left piece of shit, which is like the race card is everything, and you're trying to cancel me. And I'm sitting here trying to tell you it's part of their culture.
Okay.
Real good.
You just triggered so many people. You slap dick.
Typical communist.
Oh, there it is. Oh, my God.
The Killer Bees wore mask.
There you go. Baby faces.
That's better. That was a nice little finish to this match. But let's get into this office, man. That is where some real wrestling... wheeling and dealing is going to happen. What's that magazine on the...
Hold on. I just wanted to say this. Harper, I'm going to play this audio. We're about to go to Nick Bockwinkel, who has a statement he needs to issue here. But my first thought was, as the minute I started watching this, I was like, I want Harper's commentary on this desk. I mean, not the desk, but the entire office.
Whose office is this?
That's what I was wondering.
Let's play it. It'll give Harper time to watch it and think about it. And then we can talk about it.
Why hasn't he watched it already? The show's on, and we're talking about the episode.
Because he doesn't watch it. I mean, we've been down this road.
No one tells me what to do.
You're right.
That's true.
So
I'm sorry. I would never think of that.
Let's go to Nick Bockwinkel now and see what news he has to tell us at this point in time.
Hello, wrestling fans. On Sunday, July 17th, 1994, WCW's Bash at the Beach set new standards for World Championship Wrestling. The world title match between Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair was the most watched match in WCW history. With his win, Hulk Hogan's title reign will certainly prove to be an exciting one for the fans throughout the world. However, upon winning a title, a champion in WCW must sign a return match to meet the former champion. The match must be signed and on my desk no later than 30 days after the conclusion of the first match. With that in mind, I have the following announcement. Former champion Ric Flair has exercised this 30-day option, and as a result, Hulk Hogan must defend his title in a return match against Mr. Flair. I am happy to say the match will take place on the Clash of the Champions live here on TBS on Wednesday, August 24th. The event will originate from the Five Seasons Center in Cedar Rapids, Iowa. We look forward to bringing this much-anticipated return match between Flair and Hogan to our millions of wrestling fans throughout our live international television audience. I'd now like to address another matter. As you know, I was at ringside during the previous title match between Mr. Flair and Mr. Hogan. With so much on the line, with so much excitement generated between Flair and Hogan, I decided not to intervene during the match. However, the actions of sensuous Sherry during the match that night did not go unnoticed. Her blatant and unprovoked attack on referee Randy Anderson, forcing the use of a second referee, and on her physical attack on Hogan during the match. Because of that, I am acting on behalf of the WCW Championship Committee, fining her $25,000. I hope this sends a message to her and Mr. Flair that these actions will not be tolerated by this board at any time. As a former wrestler and a champion, the match I witnessed was one of the greatest, and you wrestling fans and I can look forward to a great rematch here on TBS on Wednesday, August 24th.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest, it is...
Okay, Doc, so let me go to you first. What are your thoughts on the news of the rematch and Sherry being fined?
What did people do in offices like that before computers? They just sit and write letters and shit?
I think they had a bottle in there.
For more than one, trust me. And an ashtray somewhere.
Yeah.
They definitely had something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
What do I think about it? I don't care about the fine. I think that's dumb, but it's okay. I'm not hopeful that this is going to go in Rick's favor, so whatever.
Well, at least we know we pretty much have the main event for the Clash several weeks.
Yeah, I get to watch a bunch of no-selling bullshit again. Nice.
But
can't wait.
Well, you give them credit. At least it's announced. I mean, they didn't wait till the week before. At least you've got 3 weeks of time here. A little more than 3 weeks,
what?
Actually.
Prepare to cry? I mean, what are we doing here?
Okay.
What do you want me to do to prepare?
Mr. Positivity over there. By the way, I did look it up. $25,000.
You know how to use Google all of a sudden.
$25,000 fine in July of 1994 is nearly $56,000 in today's money.
Okay.
Shit.
That's a lot of money.
Here's my question. Did he say they're going to be at the 5 seasons? What's the 5th season?
I forgot what he said. Sure. I'll do your number. Sure.
Don't do that to me. Do not do that to me.
That works you into a shoot like Ric Flair?
No, it's disrespectful though.
Okay. Sure. I'll never forget when you first started doing that. People would send messages. Well, no, Doc's wrong. That's not what it is. I'm like, he's not. He's saying sure because he doesn't want to tell Harper to look it up. He's just going with whatever Harper says. He's not being serious here. Can we understand what we're doing here?
That shit happens in my house too, by the way.
Right. I do it all the time now.
And we do that, but then Latrell has started doing without any kind of coordination, just basically doing the Austin what to everybody. So between me and him, we both have a running bit all the time, and I'm probably getting a divorce, and he's probably grounded.
Man, that's gonna work. That's gonna work people into a shoot if he does that. Keeps whatting. All right. Any other Harper? What did you think about the desk?
Man, that looks nice.
Dude, my dad had a desk like that.
Everybody's grandpa, dad. You know somebody that had that desk, and what did they do at it all day without a computer?
And he had a desk like that, and he had this huge leather chair that I wish I would have kept. It was massive, to where like I could just sleep in it.
Doc.
Yeah,
what did he?
That's what it looked like. All those like stupid lamps and yeah, that's what it looked like.
Just imagine how heavy all that furniture was back then, too.
A million pounds.
That desk needed 6 people to move it.
100%. Like we said it before with the Smoky Mountain desk. The Smoky Mountain desk either weighed 4 million pounds or it fell apart every time you lifted it because it was made of balsa wood. There was no in between.
Right. And back then, it definitely during this time, that desk was actually, a heavy wood. It wasn't some, balsa wood or light wood.
I'm not Harper, obviously, with the children's toys and whatnot. We're going to find out next week he can't be on the show because he's at Disney or some shit. That would be the most Harper thing of all time. But I would have paid $1,000. I'd pay $1,000 right now for the Smoky Mountain desk.
Oh, yeah.
And I would conduct my daily work from home work from that desk. And it would be turned the other way so that I could see the decal when I backed away from the desk.
Okay.
I would pay $1,000.
Well, Cornette says he doesn't still have it, right?
No, nobody knows where it is.
Yeah, he doesn't.
So you know that.
He doesn't know where it's at. Because I specifically asked him. I was like,
right.
Where's the desk? He's like, I don't know what happened to it.
What's wrong with you people? And we're like, look, you podcast for 11 years. You got to find some shit to talk about that's not just work rate.
And I think he remembered the sign behind the desk, the wooden. He said that was wooden, I believe, and I think he said he's got that though.
That's good.
But the actual desk, we don't know. Unfortunately, it's probably in a landfill somewhere in the Smoky Mountain territory.
Shit, they probably tried to smush it at a landfill and it fought back and it's
like fucking Christine.
Yeah, like not today, pal. Not today.
All right. Well, we move right along. Bockwinkel has issued a statement. We will have a pay-per-view. We will have a rematch at the Clash of Flair and Hogan. And because Sherry interfered, she's been fined $25,000 in July of 1994 money. We then go to Diamond Dallas Page with Kimberly versus Barry Houston. Doc, I'm going to play some audio at 16:35 because they name DDP's finisher that we saw last week.
Yeah, they finally name it. My question is, and this may be for Mike, how did he get her in real life?
As the mortgage man says, he has game. He's got a mouthpiece.
I thought the same thing, dude. I was thinking the same thing. He used to work at a strip club, right? Or he used to own one?
Something like that.
I think I thought it was just a nightclub, but I could totally have that wrong.
Yeah, I thought it was just a nightclub too.
Right.
That the wrestlers came to, like, right?
Right.
They frequented, like, when they weren't at the Marriott at the airport.
I'm sorry. The mortgage man says, Conrad says, he's a good salesman.
I just said that.
Yeah.
I Googled it.
All right. But yes, he pulled it. Anyway, my point was I didn't go over it, but here it is. Let's go to the audio of Tony and Heenan talking about the diamond cutter.
Slams on to Barry Houston, the man who came up with that great move last week that we saw. A roll-up from Houston on the inside cradle.
I checked when I got the name of that move.
What is it?
The diamond cutter.
The diamond cutter.
Good name. Now, here's a guy named Houston, right? And he's from Texas City, Texas. What does that tell you? They're real imaginative down there in Texas, aren't they? They named some Dust Bowl town twice. And he's got a name of a town from Houston. I mean, what's his first name? Should be Hoot, maybe.
Brain, we just saw.
Bobby Heenan is so stupid. So anyway, we got the name of the diamond cutter. I let it play as he made fun of Barry Houston's name, Doc. We do get a diamond cutter from DDP here, and he wins. Any other thoughts on this one?
I like that the move looks like a struggle. And, you know, we're coming off the heels, and I'm sure a bunch of people wanted us to do a bunch of shit on WrestleMania and whatever. I got to tell you, so that we're positive about things. When I watched Roman and Punk struggle for advantage and use headlocks and use lockups, I was like, holy shit, it looks like a real wrestling match here.
Yeah, that was a good match.
I like it when shit looks like they're struggling for an advantage instead of some choreographed. I almost said a word you can't still say. I mean, shit, until these tariffs kick in, you can't say this word that I was about to say. But
okay.
I like the fact that it's not like just smooth. It looks like that might hurt.
Well, he did it a little bit differently than he did last week. He takes a bit more of a jump with it this time after he kind of hooks it in. So it's evolving. Let's call it that. The diamond cutter is it, at least. All right, Doc, any other thoughts?
Nah.
All right. We continue and we go to Harlem Heat versus Alex Davis and Kenny Kendall. Once again, this happened recently. The fans, when Harlem Heat is coming out, are chanting slowly, "Whoop, there it is," to Harlem Heat's entrance music. And then Bobby Heenan is wondering who their manager is because there are rumors swirling around somebody that they have that is guiding them that we don't know who it is at this point, who will be their manager. So there's that.
Is it Teddy Long?
Sure. Doc, any thoughts on this quick match?
This was fast.
Boy, was it. That's what she said. We get Harlem Heat. They hit their finisher, and 1, 2, 3, Booker and Stevie win, and it is over.
Now, is their music here the same music that you ripped off for the start of this show?
Just so you know, that music is considered royalty free. I forget the person who's the producer of it, but it is not like licensed. It's I forget the term it is. That's why it's allowed to be used.
Is it a public domain?
Something like that.
Gluten free?
Yes,
yeah.
it's gluten free. Like Harper.
Okay. Yeah.
That's right.
Like Lady
Fuck that
Harper.
gluten.
It's gluten free.
You need to increase your fiber.
Harlem Heat with a heck of a match, even though it was only 2 minutes. So they're in the running for the Rolex. It was
really
great.
Not that great.
It was great. They got over
3/5 of a star.
Okay, that's not funny. You're going to hell.
I couldn't get that one out.
God, you're an asshole. Jesus. All right. Well, we need to go hear from Harlem Heat because they just won. And I need to hear from them. Here it is.
All right, fans, you've just seen them in action. Joining me right now, the Harlem Heat. And gentlemen, it's no secret, we have not seen you around World Championship Wrestling for quite some time. Where have you been?
Let me tell you, shut up, man. Let me tell you something. Me and my brother, we took a little time off. We went back to 110th Street in Harlem, just to dwell on a few things, Me and my brother, we've been in WCW for 1 year, and still we haven't gotten a title shot. You know what I think it is? It's the politics, the upper echelon in WCW. Well, let me tell you, Punk, something. Me and my brother, we done a little thinking of our own, and now we have come up with a master plan because we have been getting a shaft since day one, if you know what I'm saying, man.
I don't know about that, but I'm very curious. You see, you've come up with a master plan. I'm
curious. It kind of goes like this. Look at you, in your tie, in your jacket, and all them punks up there in the big house. Well, I'm going to put it like this. We done went somewhere and found somebody that we can trust. Find what?
Who is that you're talking about?
You don't need to know who it is. These idiots don't need to know who it is until me and my little brother, who's not so little, get ready for you to know.
Well, I'm very curious, as I'm certain our television audience is. I thank you very much. Cole and Kane.
Hey, man, let me tell you something. From now on, me and my brother want to be recognized as the Harlem Heat. And as far as Kane and Cole go, we'll drop it.
All right, Doc, thoughts on the promo there?
Why don't you tell us why you think that they haven't had a title shot in the past year?
I think you already know.
No, I don't. I'm trying to learn. I need to be, if I'm going to be an ally, I need to get a proper education.
You're an asshole. You know that?
You got to be re-educated.
Yes.
Right. I'm trying to assimilate to
Take
all
the blinders
cultures.
off, get out of your echo chamber, and wake up.
I don't have to
I
move
don't
out
even
of
know
my...
what that means, bro. I hear that thrown around so much. What the fuck is an echo chamber?
All right.
It doesn't mean anything.
Okay.
It doesn't mean it. You're okay. Don't
Here's what it
spend
means,
time.
Harper. Here's what it means. I won't slant it towards one side or another. It basically means that all you hear is
what you want to hear.
What you want to hear. And you surround yourself with people who reinforce
think like you
and say exactly what you already believe. So you never, right or wrong, you never hear the opposite side.
Any other opinion.
You never hear any other opinion. You just sit in that echo chamber and all you hear are the things that you say, which is the same thing that others say, and you never hear
I got you.
the other part.
And that happens on every side of the two sides.
Now, going back to Doc, get out of your echo chamber. These dudes have been here a year. They have not gotten a title shot. If you think they haven't deserved a title shot after being here a year or within that year, you might be racist. I'm kidding. I don't think you're. But
me?
They deserved a title shot. Like, why? Let's remember, there was a match, I think it was a 6-man or a tag, where Booker was in there working with Flair. And when I say working with Flair, he wasn't just like going through the motions. Like, he was working with him. They deserve the title shot at some point. They haven't gotten one. They're here a year, and they're just sitting around. Why haven't they gotten a title shot yet?
I don't know. That's why I ask you.
I'm just saying. I'm not saying it's got to do with race. I'm just saying. And I said that just to trigger a bunch of people, just to be honest.
Boy.
It's because they're black, right?
I think
Mike?
so. I think that's what he's trying to say, but he won't
The
say it because
WCW bookers are trying to keep him down, man. I'm telling you.
He's in his own echo chamber by himself, and he just when he says something, it bounces off and like back into his ears, and he's in this like trapped in this loop. I think, but I don't know, and I don't know how we can help him because we're white and we're in our own echo chambers. So I don't know how we get out of our echo chambers to go help him get out of his.
Sure.
And you're not suggesting that to get out of mine, I have to move out of my lily white suburb, are you?
Next matchup is Pillman versus Rip Rogers. Another quick one. Pillman with the top rope lariat for the win. Doc, any thoughts?
I'd just like to point out that I am actually, I think, the minority in my little neighborhood here because I live in a diverse community where everyone's opinions are respected and heard, and we all live together in harmony.
All right.
Yeah, Mike.
Take that as a no, as Pillman won, as Doc is talking about things that no one cares about right now in his little neighborhood.
Shut up.
Triggered him.
Just as long as you get out of here before dark, you're fine whenever you come over here.
Sundown time.
What are we doing with Pillman here?
Why don't you Google it?
No, he needs something.
He stepped away for a little while during this time period. Now he's back and he's just kind of like going through the motions.
They did a funny spot in that match where they start running the ropes and Rip's running the ropes, and Pillman slides out, and Rip keeps running them, and it's kind of funny.
Yeah.
Rip needs a beard, though.
He does look better with the beard. All right, next match is Lord Steven Regal versus Mark Starr. There's lots of speculation from Heenan and Schiavone on commentary about the upcoming rematch with Hogan and Flair and who's going to win. And of course, Bobby is putting the boots to Hogan during that as he talks through it. This match was fairly, well, I don't say it was fairly long, but it was long enough. It's one of the longer ones on the show. Doc, do you have any thoughts on this one?
So Mark Starr is Chris Champion's brother in real life.
You've told us that every single time he's in a match.
Well, good. Then you don't have to Google it.
Because you finally Googled something and said something useful. Correct.
And then maybe I come ask you things when I'm tired of all the Googling I'm doing and I want some human interaction. But you think I have no Google interaction, and that's where you're an idiot.
No, it's because let me tell y'all the genesis of my anger here.
Why are you trying to fight with me in front of our special people?
This is the genesis of my anger. Several weeks back,
you admit your anger. You're worked into a shoot like Ric Flair.
This is why I don't respond to you sometimes. Doc will send me an IM. And he wants to know something, okay? I was in the middle of something. I respond 30 to 40 minutes later. He asks me, I'm like, you waited 30 minutes to ask me that question and didn't look it up while you were waiting for me to get back to you? You're just being lazy. So now every time he asks me something, I go, I know this is a rib. I'm not going to entertain it. And then he gets mad at me. Bro, it's not a rib, bro. I'm being serious, bro. He turns into Dman. Bro. I'm just saying, bro. Why you gotta be an asshole? You don't hop a bunch of douchebags, bro. Told me to Google everything.
I never said it. That better be Dman, because I never said anything
he says
bad
that just
about
like
Harper.
that.
That's
never
bullshit.
said anything bad about Harper. Harper is my friend.
Sure.
That's right.
You, on the other hand, like if I said, Harper, who do you think is the third starter for the Dodgers? I could look that up, but I'm also like talking to Harper about his interest in like, do you think that? So, like, you don't understand what it means to have a simple conversation with somebody. And you only want transactional interactions where Harper said he'll be on at 6 tonight, so be on.
That's not true. But don't ask me a question that you can get an answer for. Like, you literally waited 30 minutes.
We live in the time of AI. We could do this show without us at this point.
I don't know about that. Nobody can replicate Harper.
There's no reason for any of this anymore.
I'm sorry, but AI cannot replicate the dynamics that go on in this show. The AI will get worked into a shoot because I keep telling you to Google it. And trust me, AI cannot duplicate Harper. It's not possible.
So my question is, I wonder if these two English fellows cross paths back in England, and 44-34, which I believe is coming up right here. It looks like a struggle. Like, look at that. He's trying to cinch that in so that he can pull his move, and it gets blocked. This all looks like they're fighting for advantage. It's simple, dude. It's not that fucking hard, and it doesn't have to be. It can be simple.
That's Regal.
I like it.
Regal makes all that look like a struggle. That's why he's so good on a mat. He makes it look. He makes it look, quote unquote, real, and that's what makes Regal special.
Quote unquote real. What does that mean?
Anyway, we get a butterfly suplex from Regal right there. Looked really good.
Yeah. Put his forearm in his face for the pin.
Oh, he does it all the time. All right.
I try to mention it every time because
Regal's going to reverse a roll-up attempt by Starr, and then Regal uses the ropes and pins Starr in a very competitive match. You know, Doc, when you said you wondered if they crossed paths before, Why don't you ask one of your wrestling historian friends that?
Who?
Y'all are my two wrestling historian friends.
I'm laughing because a few weeks back he said, he's like, you know how you get realness on this show? He's like, it pisses me off when I hear these wrestling historians, some obscure comment is made, and one of these historians goes, oh yeah, I remember that. And Doc got angry. He goes, no, you don't. I don't remember your exact words, but they pissed you off, whoever this person was.
These nerds want to be important and perceived as knowledgeable so bad that they're like, oh yeah, I remember that. Bro, let me call you on that. Let me just, ask a couple more questions to prove that you don't. Hey, did Regal need to cheat here?
No, but he's a heel, and
that's fair.
yeah.
We got to talk about something. I thought I'd bring that up.
My exact thought was what Harper said. He's a heel. I mean, if a babyface did that in a match against an enhancement talent, or something similar, you're like, wait, why you got to do it? No, he's a heel. Let him do it.
My rationalization for that was that he's probably, without having seen it or knowing better, he's probably about to face Inoki in some way, and so they're trying to make him seem like a cheaty bastard as much as possible.
I can see that.
Okay.
Harper, we're going to play this Regal promo now. I need you to listen to him because he's going to dunk on your sport, baseball. So pay attention. Here it is.
You've just seen him in action. I'm joined right now by Sir William and World Television Champion Lord Steven Regal. Recently in Orlando, Florida, your lordship, you served as a royal embarrassment for World Championship Wrestling when you insulted the great Japanese star Antonio Inoki.
Let's get one thing straight. I'm not royal, I'm noble. Do you know what this is?
Of course, it's a cricket bat.
Yes, and there's nothing finer to an Englishman than hearing the sound of leather hit willow. But what do you people do? You take the great sport of cricket and turn it into a circus called baseball. Now, you're taking the great sport of professional wrestling and insulting it by not giving me the recognition I deserve. Do you think Ric Flair's new change of attitude is going to save him from me? No. Do you think Hulk Hogan's safe from me? No. I've just come back from Japan where I've beat every single one of their great stars, including the great Muta and Kenkai Sasaki. And did I say Antonio Inoki there? No, I did not. And yet you, in my greatest hour, in my limelight, steal it by offering this man...
That was not the intention.
Antonio
we were
Inoki.
honoring Inoki.
You can honor who you want. I'm sick of the way that I get treated here. It's time that I get shown some respect, and I get the respect I deserve from the wrestlers in the world. And if it means beating Larry Zbyszko, which I did, proved him for being a nothing, if it means beating you, Antonio Inoki, the supposed killer of giants, let it be so.
Thank you very much, Lord Steven Regal, and stay tuned. We're back here on Saturday night.
He's not happy with your sport of baseball, Harper, that ruined his game of cricket.
That's bullshit.
Okay. So you don't like Regal because you said that.
I mean, baseball's over with right now, right? At this time.
It's in a strike. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
I can't wait to come on this show when your team kills baseball again here in about a year.
Yeah, right.
He's like Hogan, Doc. He doesn't realize his team is the heels.
He doesn't. He's out there. Harper thinks that like Otani should be ripping his shirt off tonight and like, dun, 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 dun. It's like, dude, you guys are the fucking heels.
No.
100,000%. Y'all
They're
have
just haters, bro.
Y'all have stepped right in line like tag team partners with the Yankees and 6-man tag with the damn Red Sox.
I mean, the Yankees. The Mets I think they spent more money than the Dodgers.
Look,
they lost 12 in a row.
We all love watching the Mets lose. The Mets are a bunch of, I told you, toothless northern hillbillies that watch the Mets. But your team is going to actually 100% kill the sport where it doesn't get played next year because y'all just money whip everything and y'all are the Tony Khan of baseball, just collecting baseball cards in terms of players.
You know what the problem is?
Who's us?
The rest of the league.
Oh,
Y'all fear greatness.
Maybe, but I don't speak for the rest of the league.
I thought he was going to say, you know what y'all problem is? Y'all need to get out your own echo chambers.
There you go.
Record,
I'm trying, but it's cozy in here.
For the record, I was cheering for the Dodgers last year against the Blue Jays. I don't hate them
because you are America first and everybody else last.
Hold on, you called me a literal piece of shit earlier. Now I'm an America first guy. Got it.
I'm just saying, man. I know you. Look, the Blue Jays had as much beef and heat with the Rangers as anybody. We punched out Jose Bautista. It was the greatest wrestling baseball move since Nolan Ryan knocked out Robin Ventura here. But even I was rooting for the Blue Jays because it's like we gotta break up this bullshit that the Dodgers are doing, just collecting baseball cards like the rich kid down the block.
I love how the Dodgers went from, they suck and they spent all this money and they're just a playoff team, and now they start winning. Whoa. Now they're like Satan and Godzilla rolled into one.
Everybody's rooting for the Padres to get ahead of y'all. That's what I'm saying.
No. Well, we'll keep on rooting because that's not going to happen.
Why? Because you have everybody we know.
You goddamn right.
All right. Well,
okay. On a serious note, Harper, have you ever spent any time watching cricket?
No.
Okay, so if everybody remembers, last summer we took a little vacation down to Jamaica, and that shit's on down there all the time. It's a weird sport, man. It's kind of like baseball, but it's not. And so I started talking to some folks there. And they were like, yeah. And I never could figure this out, but they were like, matches go on for days.
Days.
And I was like, wait. Did I just lose something in translation? And they're like, no, days. And what I couldn't figure out was like, are there many matches in that? So they're really talking like a series, like we would say like a best of 5 or best of 7.
Yeah.
But I sat there and, I've been watching sports for 45 years, seriously, and a lot of them, and feel like, I may not be great at a lot of things, but I understand what I'm watching when I watch sports. And I'm like, I don't really understand what we're trying to do here. So in that regard, I'm defending your love of baseball.
So how does it work? You just pitch?
I can't answer that. I don't know. They bounce it up there, and you need to get Google, son. They bounce it up there, they hit it, and then they try to field it, and there's some kind of bases, but it's all goofy, man. Regal's stupid on this one.
So when they bounce it, they bump to the batter?
Yeah, like they pitch it in, but it can bounce in.
Whatever.
Right. I mean, it's not, it would challenge you to get out of your echo chamber, so maybe we should just move on.
I'm trying to Google it, and I just keep getting Cricket Wireless.
Yeah, you don't want that, but I started doing some Googling, and that shit's up there with fucking soccer, man. And you start totaling up the rest of the world populations, and that shit's way more important around the world than we are. I mean, it's like our NFL and shit.
Well, good for people who watch it. It just doesn't float on the boat.
So you've seen it? You've tried to wrap your head around it?
I've seen it.
I'm looking at it right now.
And it doesn't compute because I don't know the rules. So that's all I'll say.
Yeah, and I watched it for like a week sitting there, and I'd be like sitting there with the guy. They'd have like these concierges that were supposed to come like check on us. And I'm like, look, I don't need you to do it. You want to earn a tip? Sit down and explain this fucking shit to me. I don't need you to, like, make me a reservation anywhere. I'm at an all-inclusive resort. Sit down and educate me on this fucking sport before I get mad. And even then, it's like, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know. I'm not saying it's dumb. I'm just like, I don't get it.
All right. Well, while y'all were discovering cricket, we did get a match. It was Funk and Buck versus Todd Morton and Joey Maggs, and of course, Funk and Bunkhouse Buck won.
Whoa, sir.
Which then led us to Schiavone, Heenan, and Mean Gene throw to highlights of Dusty Rhodes returning from last Monday's show in Macon, Georgia. What's happening here is there's a match going on between Buck and Larry Santo with the Colonel and Ming on the outside. Ming got involved, which led to Dusty walking out. And Dusty starts mixing it up with Buck and the Colonel. And my God, Colonel Parker's bumps here were just hilarious.
I got that note too.
It ends up where Dusty's just wheeling and dealing. And eventually Ming gets in the ring. And this whole scene is really, really good.
I was like, look, man, Ming's almost outnumbered right there.
Ming is not backing down from this at all. We get, what's his name right there, Doc, who gets Ming out the ring?
Doug Dillinger?
Doug Dillinger he comes out, gets Ming out of the ring, and then we're left to hear Dusty and Dustin in the ring, and Dusty is about to cut a promo. Now, remember, Dustin needs a tag partner because, Arn turned on him. So this is where this is leading to, or he needs somebody to have his back. So, Doc, any other thoughts on what they showed before I play the audio from Dusty and Dustin? Because Dusty cuts a hell of a promo here.
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right, here it is.
Come here, Dustin. I want everybody to bear with me just for a minute. I want to talk to my son in front of the whole world. When you were born, when you were a baby, and when you were born, I went off to seek my fame and fortune. I neglected you. Then later on, when I became world's heavyweight champion, I neglected you. Then lately I became this corporate cowboy, if you will, in public with a suit and tie on, and I neglected you. And when it came down to choose a partner, I was off in Hollywood, and I neglected you. Let me tell you something. Bunkhouse Buck, let me tell you, Colonel Parker, they all nothing but chicken thieves. That's all they are, brother. Let me tell you something else. Terry Funk is nothing but a low-life, watermelon thief, egg-sucking dog. And let me tell you something about Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson, my son, offered up his innocence, and you paid him back in scorn. The hell with you, Ian Anderson. Ian Anderson has never been nothing but a walk behinder. And when you walk behind and you're not a leader, then the view never changes, baby. The view never changes, baby. The view never changes. You have the ability to be the world's heavyweight wrestling champion. There is not a greater athlete at your age in this sport. But I want to ask you a favor. I want to ask you a favor in front of God and the whole world. I know that the Clash of Champions on August the 24th, you put your name on the dotted line. I don't want you to look for another partner. I don't want you to go and find another man. I don't want you to go out and get on your knees and beg another scum-sucking pig to be your partner. I'm asking you if you can carry this old out of shape, old bent out, old spindly-legged man. I want to be your partner. Because out there right now tonight, there's people with their brothers and their sisters and their wives. They are blood. The Kennedys were blood. The Earps were blood. The Rhodes are blood. I don't need a handshake. What I need now from you is just a hug and a kiss. Just seal the deal, baby.
We like to kick them in the balls when they don't do things right with Bollea brother. But they did this right because they didn't do this in center stage. They did it in Macon. There's a nice crowd there. Dusty starts cutting his promo, brings it home eventually. The whole time they're on every word he's saying. And then when they finally hug, they come up even more. Dusty's getting a Rolex for me just based on this. Because I just thought they did this whole thing right. Like, they couldn't have done that better. It was the right move by not having that done in center stage. Doc, your thoughts?
Did you notice that first of all, tremendous stuff. This is why we like pro wrestling, I would say. And again, it doesn't have to be overthought and super complicated. Did y'all notice that when he started, he was Virgil, and when he got going, he turned into Dusty? The list got more pronounced, the rap started, but at the beginning, he was talking like he was Virgil.
Virgil, you went to high school with him. Got it.
Right.
I'm just saying, he wasn't doing the funky like a monkey at the beginning. He was talking to his kid.
Oh, he definitely got more into it as it went.
Corporate cowboy popped me. And what do you think Dusty was doing in Hollywood?
That made me laugh when he said that part.
Other than cocaine.
Well,
come on.
I'm not going to say that, but the reason that I laughed at that, I always think of the line Cornette says that Dusty told him, I forget the year, 87 or what it was, and he said, Dusty told me, next year we're going to be making major motion pictures, baby. So I always laugh when he said that Hollywood line, it made me think of that. Like, I'm thinking, what are we talking about here? Hollywood.
But let's don't get too hung up on any of that, because at the end of the day, this was a tremendous promo that was the best parts of wrestling distilled into a few minutes. Personal issues, family, good and evil. And how do you root against that? Feels like Trips and everybody else over at TKO should grab out, we know they listen, so maybe you should grab a pen and paper and write some notes down.
Right, Harper?
That's right.
That's right.
I like that term. He's always been a walk behind her.
Yeah.
That was great.
He was just dropping like dimes on it, especially when he talked about Arn. He's like, Arn gave you his word, and then what he did, like it was just perfect. Like he leaned into the history of Arn Anderson there. There was a whole lot of just it was paced well, and then when he nails it at the end, man.
So, Mike, let me ask you a question.
Uh-oh. Did you Google it already?
No, I can't. I don't think so. At what age did you stop giving your son a kiss?
Oh.
I don't know, man. It's like, yeah, do you think
elementary
write it
age,
down
right?
in the book or something? Like, I don't know.
Well, was it last week or was it when he was 2?
I would hope not. He's 21 years old now. It's been a long time.
That'd be weird.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Okay, so that's what I'm saying is Dusty's like, come here, I need a kiss. And I'm like, wait a minute.
Well,
and I'm not.
I mean, that's because.
I get that. And I'm not besmirching the whole product that we just saw was top shelf. I get it. Dusty, Rolex, I'm with you. That line got me because it got me thinking. It's like, my kid's about to be 14. He was probably like 2 or 3. I mean,
they're young. At that point.
I'm not giving him like a shot of whiskey before bed. I'm not above telling the young man that I love him, but the smooching stopped a long time ago.
Well, I mean, Dusty's working there, so it's all for effect.
I get that. And I also get that our generation was more probably on average affectionate with our sons than our dads were with us.
Oh,
and
yeah.
our granddads were.
God.
Our grandddads were with our dad.
I cannot. My World War II grandfather never uttered the words, come give me a hug and a kiss before you leave the house. Like, I don't even want to tell you the words. There were things I would see on TV, and the words that would come out of that old man's mouth were tremendous. Like, wow. His vocabulary was vast and in a terrible way.
That's nice.
That's nice. That's real nice. That says a lot about where you come from, though. It explains quite a bit that Google can't quite get to.
Okay.
He was in a boomer echo chamber.
That's right.
No, he wasn't a boomer. I mean, my grandfather's
the silent generation.
I don't know what generation that is, but
that's the silent generation.
He was a tough old bastard, boy. Jesus Christ.
They were smoking at 12, driving at 13, married by 15. These soft little cupcakes today couldn't live that way. I couldn't have lived that way.
Right. Harper, did you have any thoughts on Dusty's promo outside of, the walk behind
great. This is great.
It was really good.
This is beautiful. I missed this.
Yeah, I mean, that's what's been missing, like, with the Hogan stuff.
Yeah. Well, this has been missing for quite some time.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Correct.
All right.
Right.
Okay.
Yes.
So Dusty cuts a great promo. We go to commercial, come back. It's the Clash of the Champions Control Center. We got Bollea cutting a promo, Doc. Am I playing this?
I wish you would, only because I need to piss.
Oh, okay.
Is it the same old shit?
Yes, but I got Bollea as heel, so listen for it, and I'll tell you when it gets done.
All right, here we go. I'm going to play the Bollea and Jimmy Hart promo, Clash of the Champions Control Center. Here it is.
You know, Huckster, Ric Flair's attorney said they exercised their option on the 30-day clause for a return match, man. In the frame of mind the Huckster's in, Ric Flair, you could have had it in 15 days, baby.
Well, you know something, Jimmy Hart, brother. The way I feel after I beat him up at the Bash of the Beach. The way I felt when everybody from ETV, the Turner Network, and all the affiliates, brother, had the cameras in my face. The way I felt after my dad, my mom, all my kids, all my friends saw that it wasn't no fluke, brother. The way I feel about the Clash is, Ric Flair, you better be doing a lot more, brother, than exercising your options, you little peep squeak. You better be doing a lot of hanging and banging in that gym of yours in Charlotte, brother. You better be running the treadmill day and night, and you better be bending steel, brother. Because when you get in the ring with Hulk Hogan, brother, don't you realize what you're up against? It's more powerful than it was the last time. The momentum is like a snowball effect. And as the wheels of Hulkamania start plowing over and over each and every person in my way, you just get caught up in the mix, Ric Flair. And now that Hulk Hogan is coming your way again, oh, brother, I can't wait to prove to everybody that believes in you, Flair, that you just didn't slip on a banana peel. that it just wasn't your unlucky day, brother. That maybe Hulk Hogan's friends scared you too much. George Foreman, Hammer, and Hank, and the Shack Attack, brother. Nothing to this, Ric Flair, except you're outclassed, brother. There's no way you could keep up with Hulk Hogan, even on your best day. There's no way you could bend my arm and test of strength. And there's sure no way you could ever lace my boots now that I'm the WCW champion, brother. So grab your best hold, brother. I'm gonna take you on the ride of your life. Because when you get in the ring with Hulk Hogan this time, there will be no mercy. There will be no prisoners. And this is where the power lies, Ric Flair. What are you gonna do?
Hogan and Flair in the rematch of...
I don't know if are you back, Doc? You ain't back.
It's complete.
Okay, so to me, it was a run-of-the-mill, lots of Hogan promos I've ever heard. I mean, I've heard them before.
Okay.
What's your angle here with the Bollea's heel here?
So this was a frequent thing of focus of conversation years ago. I'd say like 86, 87 in the show. So obviously like 8, 9 years ago when we were doing this. And one of the things that we talked about a lot, and when I say we, it was the two of you talking about it, because y'all were definitely not has-beens at that point like you are now, but like closer to the business back then. And y'all would point out, see how these guys are putting over their opponents. So when they beat somebody, they beat somebody.
Yes.
Right?
Yes,
Right.
Continue.
And so he's a baby face, and he could be like, Ric Flair, you're a terrible person. You cheat on your wife. You do these things. But he says, you can't even lace my boots. Well, then why? Fuck it. Why watch?
Well, that's a very astute observation.
He's
Right.
cutting heel promos. That's something that Flair would have said before the first match. Not what Hogan should have said.
Okay, I can dig it, brother.
He's a heel.
He's a heel.
Bollea,
He just doesn't know it.
Bollea as heel. That's what I'm saying.
Harper, what you think about what Doc said?
I mean, Doc is correct. And I'm not paying attention to any of these fucking promos, bro. This is exhausting.
To me, it sounds like a lot of the Hogan promos I've ever heard. But now that you
That's
pointed
what I'm saying.
Now that you pointed out.
I've seen this movie before a million times.
It doesn't stop you from watching all those movies you watch over and over again on Tubi, though.
Yeah, but
And
now it's over here.
And you bought a clock.
I just can't listen to this shit. I'd rather watch Airheads.
Wow.
That's a great movie.
Yeah, no.
Harper, you know what I wanted to ask you? Was, if you think I'm crazy asking this, I don't, this just popped into my head randomly yesterday. Do you remember the movie Space Camp?
Yes.
Okay. You had said The Explorers was a terrible movie. For some reason in my mind, I have it stuck in my mind that someone once told me Explorers was a sequel to Space Camp.
That's not true at all.
Okay,
dude.
that's why I was like, I don't even remember Explorers well. I remember Space Camp very well. And I was like, where did that come from?
Explorers was like the kids get like, they go to the junkyard and they get some old ride from an old amusement park ride, and one of them's a computer whiz or whatever, and they build a spaceship and they go up into space.
Okay. That's why I was like, what? I don't know why like I said, I feel like somebody pre-internet told me that one time and it was just stuck in my brain for some reason. I was like, I'm going to ask Harper. He'll know.
Yeah, Space Camp got a whole lot of flack because of the whole Challenger explosion.
Yeah, that was the problem with Space Camp. They made it. The movie was made prior to the Challenger explosion, and then it was set to come out like I don't know if it was like a week or two after the Challenger exploded. They ended up having to like hold off the movie for 6 months because of the Challenger explosion. Even though the space shuttle never exploded in space camp, it was just a bunch of kids who went up into space and came back down safely. But they it was a different time. Yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah, because I remember looking at something, one of them, cartoons for the 80s Saturday mornings, and they had it was those ads they used to have in comic books, like coming this fall Saturday mornings on CBS or whatever, and it was some cartoon called. It was made by NASA. They had permission from NASA to use their logo. It said something like Space Kids or something.
Mm.
And I was like, I don't remember this at all. I was like, what cartoon is this? I'm like, what the fuck? And because I know all these cartoons. And
Harper is the cartoon whisperer.
I remember looking it up, and whoever it was, CBS or NBC says, no, we're not gonna throw this on here because of the Challenger blowing up.
Yeah,
I think that's what happened to it.
Makes sense. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
All right.
Which sucks because you go into all that work putting it together, and then no. Sorry.
Yeah. Like I said, they paused the release of it because of the explosion. So there's
I used to love that movie.
The corporate term is strategic pause.
Right. Well, speaking of,
I used to love Space Camp, dude. We used to watch it all the time.
It was a good movie.
It came on, it came on HBO nonstop when we were kids, and bro, the fucking movie's stupid, bro.
I mean,
let's be honest.
When you're 11, 12, 13 years old.
Oh, yeah.
And you don't have 60 million channels in YouTube to watch whatever your heart desires, and that sucker comes on.
How do you think Bollea got over?
There you go.
He took advantage of a captive audience in their echo chamber.
Yeah, I mean, if we did a movie review of it, we would poke so many holes in what happened in that movie for them to even get to space. like
because the kids were, if I remember right, the kids were on like a trading thing, a field trip. It didn't someone fuck up and just hit the wrong button?
No. So what happened was they're at space camp, them and thousands of kids or hundreds of kids.
Yeah.
And they selected a certain number of kids to actually go up in the space shuttle while they tested the rockets or fired off.
That's fucking bullshit.
Okay, so hold on. Okay, exactly. And then what happens was, if you remember, they had a robot in a movie called Jinx. And
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with you?
It's crazy. I remember this. I can remember this. And when my wife says, "Hey, don't forget about Saturday 2 days ago," and I'm like, "Okay." And then Thursday comes around, she's like, "Yeah, so what time do you want to leave Saturday?" I'm like, "Saturday? What's going on?" And she just reminded me about it. But anyway, Jinx is this robot, and he makes friends with, I forget what River Phoenix's name was in the movie, but he was a really young kid. And
I think it was Joaquin Phoenix.
That's right. Joaquin Phoenix. What did I say? River Phoenix. Yeah. So Jinx, if you remember, the space shuttle had the big fuel tank, and it had the rocket boosters, right? The two white rocket boosters on the right and left side that would get it into space. So they're in the shuttle during the rockets being fired off, kind of experiencing what it's like for testing. and Jinx, because Max, who was Joaquin Phoenix's name in the movie, told Jinx he wanted to go to space. Jinx lit one of the rocket boosters. So then Mission Control was like, if you don't like that other one and send them into space, they're all going to die because one rocket booster is just going to send it back down to Earth. They go in. That's how they end up in space.
Can I just stop you? Because I've been over to this new site called Google. It's River Phoenix, not Joaquin.
Okay, that's
Phoenix.
what I thought. I couldn't remember. I don't know, man. That's not important.
I don't want to get a bunch of
the discussion.
Yo, it is, because I don't want to get a bunch of messages from people going, "Would you tell Mike that he didn't even know which fucking Phoenix brother it is?" Come on, bro.
Right, exactly. So anyway, they end up in space, and then they're running out of oxygen or something, and then they eventually
that's what space is for.
And then they eventually have to come back, and they have to guide the shuttle in, and these kids, bruh. It was
so
Could you save
the
this
robot
for the next?
it all up.
The robot
save
caused
this
it.
stupid bullshit for D-Man or fucking Crockett.
Oh my
Come on,
God, D-Man would have a blast.
We have legends in the ring right now, and
Right.
you're talking about this shit.
Let me go to it. So we got Sting and Ricky Steamboat in the main event versus Ric Flair and Steve Austin. This thing, starts with like almost 40 minutes of TV time left. That's how much time they gave them in this 2-hour show.
They went to like 3 commercials.
3 commercials. Heenan says at the beginning of it, this is a main event, any place, a clash, a pay-per-view in any city in the world. And these 4 dudes, let me just give them credit, because this is a long match and a good one. Shout out to all these guys for giving the center stage fans a show of legitimate big stars. Like Doc said, you got 3 commercials during it. That's how long it is. Sting took the heat, then Steamboat took the heat for a while. This was truly top shelf main event type stuff on Saturday night, where you got to look at 4 stars for an extended period of time. Doc, I'll turn it over to you.
Hot start. They don't milk it. They get Sherry outside the ring. She's yelling, hit me. And I was like, man, I bet she's done that after a night at the Marriott hotel bar, you know?
Grow up. Come on, man.
What?
Yeah.
It's weird watching Austin hit the ropes so hard here. We're in like 3 or 4 years, he's going to be in double knee braces. Like,
Sure.
We're less than 2 years from Stone Cold.
I know. It's crazy to think about it. Less than 2 years from Stone Cold, and unfortunately he gets fired from this promotion. So, unfortunate.
Are there better bumping heels in this promotion than Flair and Austin?
I'm not going to say better, but there are people on the same level, like an Arn or something like that.
I also thought Funk and Rob Parker might have something to say about it too.
Bruh, look at Sting right here, what he does. I had this timestamp. And he's sending these lariats to Flair. Look at this. He completely misses Flair.
Great.
Did you see that? He was, I think he was supposed to like lariat Flair over the top rope as Flair's against the ropes. He completely dives over him and misses him. I mean, he is an athlete.
It still look good.
Yeah, it still looked good because then he jumps up and grabs Flair, so he covered for it. It's just amazing how he effortlessly just flew over that rope.
So
go ahead,
what's
Doc.
important? So what's important here is you just see Austin throw some punches to Steamboat on the outside. Austin is the quote unquote lesser here and he absolutely does not look out of place. 1%. He looks like he belongs on this stage. This is our weekly. How could they not see it? Part of the segment. Tony actually says during the match, which I thought was good because they're trying to elevate Austin to be with these other 3, that for the majority of Austin's time in WCW, he's always had a belt.
Yeah, because he won the whatchamacallit title not long after he got there.
The TV title is what you're
yeah.
looking for.
Right.
But, I mean, Austin looks right at home going toe-to-toe with before Hogan, arguably the 2 biggest baby faces in the promotion, and standing next to Flair, he doesn't look out of place at all.
Agree.
Yeah, Hogan doesn't match, does he?
Nope. He's Hollywood.
Yeah.
I've got a timestamp real late in the match.
What is it?
153:40.
Well, you're getting into the finish, so if I'm going to do that, I might as well just go to the finish.
Well, my if you hit my timestamp, dude, they don't catch Sherry here. She does not get caught.
Yeah. Okay. Sting takes Sherry, throws.
Oh,
she hits and even
tits first.
Heenan says something about that. Like he's like, "Oh my
tits
God!"
First.
So what happened was, I'll go back so we can see it again. It turns into a 4-way with all 4 guys in the ring. Steamboat and Austin were the legal men. Sting puts the Scorpion Deathlock on Flair, and that's when Sherry comes off the top rope, and Sting catches her as she jumps. And then this is when he goes to press her. We'll watch it again here. He presses her up, throws her. Flair doesn't. I don't want to say he doesn't catch her. He's like too far back, and Sherry just drops like as Harper says, like a comet. I mean, she just look how fast she falls. That gravity stuff is a hell of a drug, bro. Anyway.
Well, and I think a lot of people, once again, underestimate what that drop looks like. And you've said this before from your time in the ring, you go, oh, well, it's over the top rope. From over the top rope to the floor is how far of a drop? What, 9, 10 feet?
Sting's over 6 feet tall, and he's got her a foot above his head. So, and plus you got another 3 to 4 feet of how high the ring is. So, yeah, she's probably 9 feet dropping down.
Go get yourself on a 10-foot ladder and just hop off that son bitch onto the floor. And
not
see
even
how
hop, just fall stomach first.
Yeah. Right.
Look at Sherry. Look at that. They showed a side angle. This is when Heenan sees it. And by the way, Austin did end up pinning Steamboat, so Austin and Flair win. But let me go to this. Listen to Flair. Listen to Heenan.
She caught Flair enough to kind of break the fall.
No, she didn't.
That's because
I think she just fell.
Listen to Bobby Heenan.
Take a look at it again. Of course, Stunning Steve got the win on the other end.
Look at that. Look at that.
Yeah, she just fell.
Oh, my goodness. And they're the winners.
And then Bobby says, oh, my goodness, and they're the winners. Dude, she hits chest first. Sherry is a tough woman. And I know that's a thin little pad there. She freaking fell. Chest, bloop. Flair did not catch her. He was just too far back. It happens. Oh, my God. Sherry felt that the next day. And now.
Yeah.
But this was 35, 40 minutes. It was thoroughly entertaining. It was 4 guys that, like you said, have every reason to not go after it or work slow or whatever. That went, I mean, full marks to all 4 guys for busting their ass for a Saturday night match that may or may not mean much. That was great.
That was good stuff, man. And like I said, not Flair. Yeah, Flair and Austin get the win. Crowd erupted when Sting threw Sherry over the top and when she hit the floor. But like I said, Sting and Steamboat end up losing. Good match. I loved the finish. I thought the finish was fine because we got the pop from Sherry as the heel, but we also got the so the faces were like they erupted in terms of the crowd, but then they end up losing. So it is what it is. And then Heenan was like, oh my God, look at that. She fell. So before we wrap up the show, we do have a promo though from Steamboat and Sting after the match, and listen to Steamboat here. I thought he was kind of funny in a way. Here it is.
I've just seen one of the most grueling tag team matches I've ever eyewitnessed. Sting and Ricky Steamboat meeting Austin and Flair. And Ricky didn't come out the way you wanted it to.
You know something, Mean Gene? I am completely disgusted with Steve Austin. Everybody that tuned in on the pay-per-view, the Bash at the Beach, they saw what kind of U.S. champion you are. You tried 3 times to get yourself disqualified, and the only way you won the match is that you held my tights and you cheated. Whenever you're going to win a clean match, you couldn't win a clean match if you went into the ring with a bar of soap, Steve Austin. What kind of champion do you call yourself? I'm going to the WCW. I'm going to be camping out all night. I will leapfrog over anyone to get this match with you. And the match that I want is at the Clash, Austin. And I'm going to have some stipulations up my sleeve. You can bet this dragon of breathing fire down your back.
You know, Sting, I've got to say this. I watched that match in its entirety, and you and Ricky totally dominated Austin and Flair.
Nature Boy, having that world title has always been all you know. The world title is gone now. It's on the Hulkster now, isn't it? You're a new man. You're a different person. You changed and turned into a weak person without that belt. It cuts like a knife, doesn't it, Nature Boy? Cuts like a knife, not having that world title around your waist. Well, let me tell you something. If I have my way, when I get to the Clash of Champions, I want you. I want the winner of the match between you and the Hulkster. And I'm hoping it's you. If you make it that far, remember, Nature Boy, it cuts like a knife, but it gets worse when you get to the stinger. Yeah. All right, pretty much landed.
Okay, what is he quoting there?
He's not, but it's a Bryan Adams song from the 80s that he could have easily gone into. The thing that I had a problem with is that he just told everybody that he's rooting for the heel over Hulk Hogan at the Clash.
Well, I mean, he's being truthful because he's probably a little pissed that, oh, that doesn't work for me, brothers here. So he wants him to lose.
Fair.
Anyway.
Yeah.
I thought Steamboat was funny when he said you couldn't have a clean match if you wrestled a bar of soap, Austin.
Steamboat's better when he's pissed off.
Yeah.
He is. When he's calm, it's not the same. He pissed off Steamboat is best. What'd you think, Doc?
These guys are goofy. They're not the best promos.
Harper, any thoughts before we rate it? Hand out the Toot Toot.
I would rather see this than Hogan 7 days a week.
1,000%.
Right. Give me some more of this shit.
At least Sting's goofiness we haven't seen be bullshit for the past 12
10
years.
years. Yeah, fuck that shit, Mike.
Yeah, fuck it, man. We'll do something about this.
Right.
Hell, how come other wrestling endeavors can auction off just sitting next to the announcers, not even getting to say anything for $250,000, but we can't bring somebody on this podcast like a Half Pint or somebody else that we can't get some money from to just sit there and we mute their mic and they get to be here while we cut this podcast.
I don't know.
We need to monetize this shit.
I don't know what the hell you just said, but on that note, it's time for the Toot Toot.
You didn't
Rolex.
see the guy did you see the guy at WrestleMania that got to sit with Barrett and Cole?
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
I saw a meme like that, yes.
We need to sell like spots on BTT. You can come sit here and listen to us make the magic.
What tier would you like that? 1,000 a month? What would you like that to be set at?
I'm not as greedy as Nick Khan and the rest of TKO. I'm for the lowest price that would sell out.
That would be funny if I put a tier on Patreon for 1,000 a month. And
1,000 a month. I mean, yeah, $250 a week.
I mean, we only need 10 to get Harper.
1,000 a month, and once a month you could sit in with us.
But you don't get to talk. We put you on mute.
Okay, so that's the stipulation. I don't know if you'd be able to sell it then. You gotta let them
cut it
talk.
to 800.
No. You gotta let them talk. No, let me tell you something. What you don't understand about that is I know how timely your ass is, and you're gonna get somebody who's gonna give you wants to pay 1,000 a month, and they're gonna be running late, and then you're gonna get real pissy because I know how you are when it comes to time. I mean, the only person this is a shoot. The only person that you tolerate ever being late for anything is Harper. And it's not like he's an hour late. It's just he'll occasionally 10 to 15 minutes. Anyone else
we're supposed to start tonight at 6, and I dialed in at 5:59, and I was mildly agitated that you weren't already on.
Yeah, Mike.
So it would take you one time to be.
Harper is 1,000% the only person I tolerate.
Exactly my point. So there would have to be a stipulation where if you're late, sorry. But what I was going to say was
this at work, if I have a meeting with people and they don't show up on time, I don't sit there and multitask and do work. I just sit there and like scroll or whatever. Like, okay, so we were supposed to meet, and you didn't think enough of this to meet. So
what do you? What's the grace period you give at work?
It depends. Like,
depends who it is. See?
Also, no.
It depends on why.
I'll sit there for 15 minutes on my phone waiting for somebody to show up, and then at 15 minutes, usually kind of like college rules, I'll be like, I guess let me know if you want to meet later or some shit. I mean, I've worked at the same place for a long time, so it's not like I'm walking up and down and ripping my shirt and telling people they can't lace my boots.
All right. Well,
I mean, I got bills to pay, but I'm trying to help you get to that cabin in the woods by monetizing this platform, pal.
All right. This the $1,000 a month tier will be coming soon. If you just want to sit and listen,
you don't get to say a damn word. You might.
What's the point of that then? They anybody can sit and listen.
Right. So what you're saying is,
what's the point of the guy
that also in the team meeting deal with us?
That's what I'm saying. They get to hear the pre-show when we're talking, and we get to like, hey, buddy, how's it going? And then if there is any, usually there's not, because we haven't eaten dinner or whatever. There's not a lot of like chumminess afterwards. But like that fool paid $250,000 to sit there at WrestleMania and didn't say a damn word.
The thing is, this is a podcast. Like you can already listen to what we say and not have to pay extra because it's a free feed. So you have to give something more. So, it's not like they get
the meet and greet at the beginning, and will it? You can't work the room, and we can't extend that a little bit. Like that's your chance to interact with us on a personal level.
So you tell them when the red light comes on, you got to be.
That's right. Quiet. When the red light comes on, we're going to push mute, and you just sit there and shut the fuck up.
Right.
That's nice.
On that note, speaking of Patreon, become a patron at tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT, where you can listen to the upcoming clash that is coming up on August 24th or whatever it is of 1994. Not only will you get that clash, which I believe is Clash 28, you'll get all of the previous clashes along with all of the WCW pay-per-views that we've done dating back to 1985 at tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT. Get the JV Goon Squad shows, get the World Class shows, all of that available. There's over 1,000 episodes just on Patreon. tinyurl.com/Patreon BTT, along with the video versions where you always hear Harper and Doc making fun of the lovely ladies in center stage. Now, here we go. It's time to rate it. Doc, I'll throw it to you. You can throw it to Harper if you want to.
Well, before I do that, I want to mention one other thing, that if you sign up for the $1,000 tier to join us on the podcast, and this is something you conveniently forgot, Mike. So you edit these shows, and if you're sitting here with us live and in the moment, you will be able to hear all the tremendously horrible things that Mike says about white people each and every podcast, and then he goes back and conveniently edits it out.
That doesn't happen. Occasionally you'll hear a beep. That's just me working the room, but I don't edit out whole segments.
Crackers and honkies and caucasoids and pink necks, just all the terrible things that Harper and I fight through to deliver this product.
Thank you.
Doc, will you rate this thing? You got to take a piss.
No.
I'm about to piss on you in a second if you don't hurry up and rate this damn show.
With that, I'm going to kick it over to Harper because he saw it with fresh eyes tonight. What are you going to rate this episode?
I'll give this a B+.
Still hating wrestling, I see. All right.
All right, Doc.
I mean, if they would have had Hogan off of it, then I would have gave it an A.
Well, that he was brief, and so with that, I'm going to give
That's
this
enough.
Okay. Well, you have a clock over there to go hang on the wall. I'm going to give this an A because 40 minutes of that final match in Dusty, I'm giving this an A.
Doc is correct.
Down the middle.
Doc is correct. It gets an A. We got minimal Hogan on this episode, and that's exactly what we needed after what we've been through the last few weeks in the pay-per-view. For now,
we don't like Bollea, correct. But when they do something right, we're going to call it just like we always have. And that final match, that main event was something, and Dusty was something. You're right, and Mike was right. I mean, let's all just call it down the middle while we're here. Getting them out of center stage where you could hear that crowd react was a good move, and they did it right.
So then that leaves the Rolex and the Toot Toot. Doc, you going to go or are you going to throw it to Harper?
I'm going to go, and I'm going to really, really go. I'm going to go back on what I said earlier. I'm giving the Rolex to Austin for a 40-minute match where he stood in the ring with 3 guys that were above him on the totem pole, and he did not look out of place. And Dusty was tremendous, and he deserves it. But I think Austin's on a run right now. I think we gave it to him last week for his promo. I'm giving it to him this week for the in-ring work. I think he's on a run right now. I'm going to give it to Austin.
Who you got, Harper?
I give him on to Sherry for taking that bump.
Oh, shit. Good thing she didn't have implants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to be honest, man. That she was in the contention just for falling like a comet. I mean,
Right.
she hit that floor hard.
I was thinking her or Dusty for the promo. I'm thinking, man, it's been a while since we've seen this.
All right, so Doc went Austin, Harper went Sherry. I am giving it to Dusty. As I say that, I considered Austin and Sherry as well because that bump Sherry took, it's still like, damn. But I'm going to give it to Dusty. Yeah, 3 different. That's how you know it's a good episode if we can pick out 3 different Rolexes and Toot Toots.
Yeah,
to be honest with you.
100%.
Like we've said that years ago. It's like when there's that many in contention, it's usually a good sign. So good show this week. Bollea was minimized on it. No, I didn't go to high school with him. But I want to remind you before we get out of here, don't forget when you see the show posted on social media, repost it on X, Blue Sky, Twitter, Facebook, all those sites. Make sure in the Facebook group you tell everybody to become a patron at tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. And if you are listening on YouTube, I'm going to repeat, take the hype button to Poundtown. Make sure you comment. Make sure you like. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. All of that helps very, very much. On that note, Doc, you got anything? And if you don't, you can throw it to Harper to hit the tagline, and we can get on up out of here.
Well, it's 8 o'clock at night. Mike and I have another 3.5 hours to go with this hockey, at least. If it doesn't go to overtime, I'm already a few beers in. I'm a little sleepy. Pray for me. Harper, go ahead and hit the tagline.
Book it, bitch.
All right, listen up. Because apparently I got to come in here and clean up after these 3 individuals who just wrapped this show without handling their business. Mills, I don't know if you got distracted, if you were too busy counting your mutual funds or what the problem was, but you forgot to plug something important, and that's unacceptable, so I'm going to do it for you. Saturday night, June 27th, 2026, down in New Orleans at Southport Hall. It's Wildcat X rated. That's right. And more importantly for all you listeners, that's the annual Booking the Territory Listener Meetup. Now, this is your chance, and I don't know why you'd want to, but it's your chance to come out, have a few drinks, and party with Harper and Mills, and who knows, Doc might show up. Or he might be off somewhere grading papers nobody asked him to grade, or doing the Jaworski because Doc never gets tang. With Doc, it's always a coin flip. But if you're a fan of this show, that's where you need to be. And don't sit around on your hands. Tickets are moving fast. Go to Wildcat's Facebook page. That's where you'll find everything you need about the tickets. Because if you wait too long, you're going to be sitting at home listening to these 3 idiots instead of being there live, and that's on you. Now, before I get out of here, I will give credit where it's due, and it pains me to do it. Harper, Doc, and even Mills, you boys actually graded this show properly this week, and there's a reason for that. When you've got Dusty Rhodes out there cutting a promo like that, and you follow it up with an outstanding main event, even you 3 can't screw up the ratings too badly. So congratulations, you slapdicks met the bare minimum standard. And for the rest of you listening, if you enjoy this program, and clearly a lot of you do, you need to support it properly. Go become a patron. Go to tinyurl.com/PatreonBTT. That's how this thing keeps going, whether these guys remember to plug it or not. Now, Mills, next time,
Try to do your job so I don't have to come in here and do it for you. And Harper, wake the piss up and remind Mills, because I don't do these show closes for free. I'm a busy man with pounds of tang to score. Catch you next week. We're done here.